and everybody listen. Who tryna come up? Who tryna come up? Who tryna come up, Lord? Who tryna come up? Who tryna come up?
The Fighter Share Report. We're live here with Keith, one-time Thurman champ. What's good?
What's good with you, man? Just got that sweat on, man. You know, we pretty much a Saturday, man, starting next week. We 10 weeks out for the Sean Porter fight, you know, so a lot of fans are looking forward to it, especially with the car accident and the postponement, man. I'm happy to be back in the gym, feeling good, sweating hard, training hard. It's going to be a good fight coming up, man.
So, Champ, I was just had an interview with your coach, Coach Birmingham, and he talked about how much of a student of the game you are. How long have you actually been just studying the essence of fighting? I know you say you've been fighting since you were 7, but how long have you actually been immersed in the fight game?
Well, I mean, I was immersed right away, man, because of my trainer, Ben Getty, you know what I mean? He taught me the fundamentals of what I like to call being a move-forward fighter. I was 7 years old, man, so I wasn't studying nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I was fighting the way that my trainer wanted me to fight. And I showed up every day, and I never said no. And so I can see now in reflection on looking back that the way he taught everybody from the start was how to be a move-forward fighter. He never taught a kid how to move backwards. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to test your heart right away because boxing is not for anybody who's soft in the heart. You know what I mean? So I used to just move forward, and I used to take it to him, and it was kind of like a tough man contest, right? So eventually, man, really, after my amateur career, probably about after 13 years of boxing, I really started to study the game a little bit more, man. As I turned pro, I was looking on a professional level, you know, who's really done it the best, you know. Before then, when I was amateur, I really enjoyed watching ESPN Classics. So one of my favorite fighters of all time that doesn't get talked about all the time when you want to bring up, you want to bring up Ali, Leonard Hearns, all these boys, Hadler, you know what I'm saying, Duran, right? A name that people don't just throw out there is Aaron the Hawk Pryor, right? Aaron the Hawk Pryor was my man, right? Like, there's just something about watching him. I find it really funny that in my career, I found that him being one of my favorite fighters to watch back in the day, that I'm one time, and when he used to run around with his posse, you say, what time is it? And it was Hawk time, you know, Aaron the Hawk Pryor. And now it's Keith one-time Thurman. I really like the beast mentality that he had in him, you know, and I like the boxing skills that, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard had, man. So really, man, I always used to just look at some of the best fighters to do it, the best brawlers. Everybody loves Tyson, you know what I'm saying? I love Tyson. I couldn't help but to love Tyson, knockout after knockout after knockout, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up and I started my professional career wanting to have more first-round knockouts than Mike Tyson. I started out with 8 consecutive first-round KOs and TKOs, man, and you know, we ain't done yet, you know, 26-0, 22 KOs. So, you know, my motto is KOs for life, baby. It's one time, all the time, you know. I really enjoy the sport, man. It's done a lot for me. It's given me a career. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that some people don't talk about with boxing, is that boxing as a sport, for the fighters that invest their all and make it to the top, that it's not just about legacy, man, but it's living that American dream, right? Coming out of poverty, right? You know what I'm saying? This ain't a special story. A lot of us are doing it now. Some are doing it through education. Some are doing it through other avenues like myself, man. Some are just straight entrepreneurs. Salute to you boys, you know what I'm saying? So, really, boxing, man, has just been a blessing, man. It's been a dream come true. I'm still living a dream. I'm still making dreams come true, man. And we're having a good time doing it.
All right, Champ, before we let you get out of here, man, if you could drop one jewel on the kids coming today, what would that be?
It's not coming overnight, you know. Be patient. Be patient, you know. Even when you're in the ring, sometimes you need patience. You can't rush the shot. Sometimes it's better, instead of jumping right in, to take that little second before you jump right in, man. Use your eyes. Focus. Listen to your coaches. Number one rule in boxing, protect yourself at all times. Defense, defense, defense. Defense will not win a fight. Offense wins fights. But defense is going to help you win a fight by neglecting your opponent's offense. Your defense discredits his offense. That's the purpose of your defense. Though your defense cannot physically win the fight for you, it is your offense that will win the fight. Defense is a necessary tool. Elite fighters with elite defense, like Floyd Mayweather, are able to cut people's offenses down to practically nothing for 12 rounds. Another fighter, a fighter out of this gym, Winky Wright's defense at its prime was knocking down everybody's offense, you know, and it protects you. It helps you with longevity, you know. You need to know how tough you are before you step in the ring. When you're in the ring, you only have to prove how tough you are if your opponent forces you to do so. It's not a tough man contest. Do not be running into punches you don't need to, man. You know, keep educating yourself in the game. You know what I'm saying? Go back in history. Do your research from way back up until today. Look at, you know, the weight class that you're in. Focus on the weight class that you're in. You know what I'm saying? Always be yourself, but admire what you like from other fighters, man. And whatever you can do, know you can do it. Don't stress about it. Whatever you can't do, work on that to make yourself a complete fighter. There's no such thing as a perfect fighter. Those are the words of Ben Getty. Used to say that all the time. And I almost used to find that as a challenge. And I know he was right. Ain't no such thing as a perfect fighter. Floyd was never perfect. He was open a lot. Nobody punished him for it, okay? So there's no such thing as a perfect fighter. The job is to make as minimum as mistakes as you can so that you can be as close to perfect. And then, you know, I mean, people who do it practically perfectly, I mean, we all admire them, man. You know, we all strive to be that. You have to strive for perfection, though it is something you will never reach, man. So just with that, man, just enjoy yourself, protect yourself at all time, man. Box smart, and one love, man. Stay tuned to your boy One Time.
Absolutely. So we might have to change that name from Keith One Time to Keith Socrates. Or
Socrates?
Or keep the professor.
The professor.
Keep the Aristotle.
Hey, I've been boxing for 20 years. You might as well call me a doctor.
It is,
you know
the PhD.
You might as well call me a doctor, baby.
PhD.
I'll break your body down like a surgeon, boy. Huh?
Appreciate the love, champ.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in today, baby.
Appreciate it.